I'm going to talk about two of my heroes. I'm going to get out of here. Has anyone heard of Coco the gorilla? Yeah, well, a bunch of you guys. Coco the gorilla, for those of you that don't know, is a gorilla that speaks fluent sign language. And in 1999, this is true, Coco met Robin Williams. And last year, they told Coco that Robin Williams had passed away, and Coco went, "Coco friend, Coco sad." Yeah, which is sad. But on the plus side, how funny was Robin Williams that even gorillas were like, "This guy is unbelievable." My comedy barely works if you're not a Jew from New York City. Robin Williams crossed the species barrier. That's the best comedian. Second of all, and obviously, did they have to tell the gorilla that Robin Williams had passed away? She wasn't gonna catch it on CNN or anything like that. Someone walked into a gorilla enclosure. In like early 2018, they're like, "Hi, Coco? Can you put down the banana? We have bad news." And they tell Coco, and Coco's like, "Oh no." But Prince is fine, right? Get the gun. "Coco, calm down." And Coco's like, "Why was the last David Bowie album so sad?" And they're like, "Coco!" And Coco's like, "What else do you know?" And they're like, "No." And Coco's like, and they're like, "No." And Coco's like, "Who's the president now?" And they're like, "Should we tell her he's a relative?" "Coco, calm down." My other hero growing up was Neil Armstrong, and not just because he won all those bicycle races, but because he was the first guy to walk on the moon. That was America's best moment. I love it. It was America's 50 years ago this year. That was America's best moment. We beat Russia to the moon in the middle of a Cold War. And Russian spaceships are really expensive, really well designed. Because the way you build a Russian spaceship is different. The way you build a Russian spaceship, you have one large container, and then you take the top off, and there's a smaller container inside of it. And then you take the top of that, there's a smaller container inside of it. And then you take the top of that, and there's a smaller container inside. I will do this until everybody is laughing. And then you take the top of that, and in the middle, babushka. And America sent 3 men into space. They sent Buzz Aldrin, they sent Neil Armstrong, and no one ever knows the third guy. No one ever. His name's Michael Collins. No one ever knows the third guy. And that's horrible, because Neil Armstrong might be like one of the most famous men of the 20th century. Michael Collins, third guy on that mission, he isn't even the most famous Michael Collins. There's a movie called Michael Collins starring Liam Neeson. It's about a different guy. And America sent these 3 guys into space. It took them 4 days to get there. I don't know times when they got there, but I know it was nighttime. Because the moon was out. And then exactly 35 years later, I met Neil Armstrong in an elevator in New York. I walked in. This is totally true. And he was right there. And I was like, "Mr. Armstrong?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Can I have your autograph?" And he said, "I don't do that." And I said, "Mr. Armstrong, could I have a picture with you?" And he said, "I don't do that." I said, "Mr. Armstrong, could I shake your hand?" And I'll never forget this. He just looked at me. He went, "Kid, go away." You've only known me for a couple of minutes, but if you need to know one thing about me, it's this. If I'm not having a good time, no one's having a good time. And because I was 15 and I only knew from sarcasm, I looked at Neil Armstrong and I said, this is the worst Make-A-Wish I could have possibly asked for. And then, thinking this would genuinely sting, I went, my favorite should have been Michael Collins. And Neil Armstrong took a step away from me, and it was a small step for Neil Armstrong. You guys have been really wonderful. Thank you so much.
Really hilarious set. Fantastic. Fantastic.
It's so funny. I'm not super political, but remember there was one politician who every young person was galvanized, but Barack Obama. Oh my God. When Barack Obama first came out, like onto the scene, everyone was like, oh. Even like, I was obsessed with Barack Obama. I stood on a street corner and I held a clipboard and like wore a t-shirt and bothered people. I was like, my favorite color is hope. My favorite ice cream flavor is change. And I volunteered for Barack Obama in a very racist part of Boston called Boston. And I had to drive people to vote. And there was a woman who lived upstairs from me named Mrs. Larry. And in 2008, when I volunteered, Mrs. Larry was 95 years old. And when you're 95 years old, you need to be driven places. You can't just like propel yourself forward with hate. It doesn't work that way. And like, I'm driving Mrs. Larry to the polls. And I said, Ms. Larry, you gonna vote for John McCain? Figuring she'd be like, yeah, I went to high school with him. Older people and younger people align on like pretty much everything politically. Like a lot divides Americans, like, but it's mostly like how much you make, where you live. That's what splits people up. It's not age, except on one issue, gay marriage. Like millennials, totally for gay marriage, totally. Older folks, not so much. So like we're still having a conversation about it in some places, which is like in other parts of the world, it's like pretty much done. Like let's pick a country that's like got no controversy, that like's totally chill, known for being totally chill, like Israel. In Israel, gay marriage has been legal since 1972. And in 2010, a lady there married a dolphin. A lady married a dolphin. And Israelis couldn't have given a crap. They were just like, is it the Palestinian dolphin? No, the Mazel Tov! This is me crushing a glass. I always have to explain that. Because when Jews get married, you wrap a glass up in a napkin and you crush it because a glass represents happiness. So you're just like, bang! A Jewish marriage! Two loud people from New Jersey! My father's a genuine genius. My father, he's a cardiologist, and he designs artificial hearts. And he has tenure at both Harvard and MIT. And in 2010, he almost won the Nobel Prize. He is a very, yeah, clap for my father. He's a very smart guy. If you talk to my mom, you'd think she's married to the dumbest piece of garbage who has ever lived. Is it a wife thing? Is it a mom thing? Is it all of the above? If you talk to her, you'd be like, she is married to literally a puppy. The way she describes, I feel so bad for my father because he spends most of his time during the day giving lectures at Harvard and most of his night times at home receiving lectures from my mom. We were at the kitchen table a few years ago playing with one of the artificial hearts he was working on, and I was like, Dad, this is really cool. And from the kitchen, my mom just went, took him long enough, he's been working on that one for 25 years. And we're like, yeah. Dad, I think Mom needs this, because apparently she was born without one. We were waiting for them once at a kosher restaurant, and my mom walks in 60 feet ahead of my dad. And you know how, like, couples, sometimes you can see that like they've clearly had an argument where one has said to the other, like, if you don't walk 50 feet behind me, I will gut you from stem to stern. She's so angry. She's got her arms crossed, and she walks in, and right away, I know exactly. And my brother goes, Mom, what's wrong? And she goes, your idiot father. That's what's wrong. And I'm like, Mom, he has 2 PhDs. And she goes, fine, your doctor, idiot father. And we're like, what did he do? And she went, he parked 5 blocks away. And we passed 100 open parking spots on the way here. And my father's finally arriving, and he's just like this dumb guy. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I just thought it was better to be safe than have to like parallel park somewhere close. My mom is like, you're so stupid. And my brother goes, come on, Mom, he almost won the Nobel Prize. And without missing a beat, she just went, not for parking. He could win the Nobel Prize one day, and she'd be behind him, like on the dais, just like, oh my God, wrap it up here! No one cares about your dun-dun-dun-dun-duns! You should see this guy park. You take that away tomorrow.